My beloved child, listen closely. These words are meant for you alone. Take a deep breath, quiet your heart, and open your spirit. This message has found you not by accident, but by divine timing. If you are hearing these words today, it is because you are meant to. Before we begin, if this message touches your heart, remember to like this video, share it with someone who needs peace, and subscribe to our channel so that these words of light may continue to reach souls around the world. Now, let your heart grow still and allow this message to speak to you. I see the weight you have been carrying, the silent worries that linger when no one else is watching. I see the moments when you smile for the world, but your soul feels tired. You wonder if anyone truly sees you, if anyone truly understands the battles within. My child, I see you. I have always seen you. Not a single tear, not a single sigh has ever gone unnoticed. I have heard every prayer, even the ones you were too weary to speak aloud. There were days when you thought the silence meant I had forgotten you, but I never left. I was there in the stillness, waiting for you to listen. I was there in the quiet moments when your heart longed for peace. I was the calm in your chaos, the whisper that reminded you that you were not alone. You have walked through storms that should have broken you, yet here you stand, still breathing, still hoping. That strength, that quiet resilience, is not an accident. It is the evidence of my love within you. I know the nights that seemed endless, when the world felt too heavy to face. I know the pain that made you question your purpose, but every trial, every tear has been shaping you. The delays you resented were not punishments, they were protection. The times you thought I was silent, I was working. Just as the seed grows unseen beneath the soil, I was forming roots of faith within your soul. Do not fear what lies ahead. The path before you is not one of despair, but of transformation. Every obstacle you have faced has been preparing you for the blessings that are coming. You have learned endurance through hardship, compassion through loss, and faith through waiting. Nothing has been wasted. The pain that once felt meaningless will one day make perfect sense. You may look at your life and see fragments, pieces scattered by disappointment and fear, but I see completion. I see the beautiful mosaic forming from the broken parts of your journey. Trust this process, for it is divine. You are not falling apart. You are being rebuilt into something stronger, softer, and wiser. My child, lift your head. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The storm is passing, and the sky will clear. The light that you thought was gone is still within you. It only needed space to shine again. I am with you through every season, every heartbeat, every breath. Take comfort in knowing that you are loved beyond measure. I am the peace you have been searching for, the hope you thought was lost. You do not need to prove your worth, for you were created in love, and that love has never wavered. Let go of fear, my beloved. Let go of the worries that keep you bound. The future is not something to dread, it is something to embrace. Walk forward with faith, knowing that what awaits you is far greater than what you have left behind. This message is a promise. Even in the silence I am speaking. Even in your weakness I am strong. Even in your waiting I am working. You are not alone, and you never will be. Now, my dear listener, if these words have spoken to your soul, hold them close. Let them bring you peace tonight. And before you go, remember, if this message has brought light to your heart, please like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel so that you can continue walking with us on this journey of faith and love. Until we meet again, stay strong, stay peaceful, and remember, you are deeply loved, eternally guided, and never alone. My beloved child, come closer now and listen. You have walked through many seasons, some bright with laughter and others shadowed by silence. Yet in each one, I have been near. I have not merely watched from afar, I have walked beside you, step for step, breath for breath, even when you could not feel my presence. You may have thought that I was distant, that I had turned away when your prayers seemed unanswered. But I tell you now, not a single cry of your heart was lost. Every sigh was heard, every tear was seen, and every whispered hope was treasured in my keeping. There were moments when life felt like a puzzle with missing pieces, when you could not see how the fragments of pain and joy could ever fit together. But what you could not see, I was weaving with care. I have been at work in the unseen, arranging the threads of your story into a masterpiece that will one day take your breath away. What appeared to be delay was not denial. What felt like silence was not absence. It was the space where I was shaping you, teaching your heart to recognize my voice above the noise of the world. You see, my child, I do not rush my work, for what is eternal cannot be hurried. You have asked me many times, why must I wait? Why must I endure? And I answer you with love, because what I build in your waiting will sustain you when the blessing arrives. The roots of faith grow strongest in the soil of patience. The strength you need for tomorrow is formed in the trust you learn today. Think back to the moments when you felt your strength fading, when you could not see the next step, and yet you kept moving forward. You may have thought it was your will, but it was my hand that steadied you. When you had nothing left to give, I was the quiet power beneath your courage. When you thought you were forgotten, I was whispering your name in the halls of heaven. You are not an accident. You are not overlooked. You are the work of divine intention, and every part of your story has been written with purpose. There were doors that closed before you, and you thought you failed. But I tell you, those doors did not shut to harm you, they shut to protect you. Had you walked through them, they would have led you away from what I had prepared. Some friendships faded, not because you were unworthy, but because their season had ended. Some dreams broke, not because I wanted you to suffer, but because they were too small for what I am about to give you. You lost some things, yes, but nothing that truly belonged to you has been taken away. What is meant for you will find its way to you in perfect time. Do you remember the quiet nudges that came when you least expected them? The moments when you felt a sudden peace without knowing why? That was me guiding you. I spoke through the stillness, through the sunrise, through the kindness of a stranger, through the verse you happened to read at just the right time. My child, I do not only speak through thunder and miracles, I speak in whispers, in ordinary moments that become holy when you pause long enough to listen. Your journey has not been easy, but it has been sacred. Every mountain you climbed built endurance. Every valley you walked through deepened compassion. Every unanswered question taught you faith. You may not understand it all now, but one day, when you look back, you will see how every chapter had its purpose. You will see that the seasons of silence were not empty. They were sacred spaces where your roots were growing strong. Do not let fear convince you that you are alone. Fear is only a shadow that flees when light enters. And I am that light. When the path feels uncertain, when the future feels fragile, remember this truth. I am your guide. I do not lead you halfway and leave you lost. I walk before you, behind you, and within you. Even when you cannot trace my hand, you can trust my heart. I have plans for you that reach far beyond what you can imagine, plans filled with peace, meaning, and fulfillment. The world will try to fill your mind with doubt. It will whisper that you must hurry, that you must prove your worth, that you are running out of time. But my timing is not bound by clocks or calendars. What is meant for you cannot be rushed and will never be delayed. Each sunrise brings you closer to what I have prepared. Each moment of faith draws my promise nearer. So be still and trust the process that is unfolding. When you feel weary, come and rest in me. Let my peace quiet your racing thoughts. Let my love soothe the ache in your soul. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be present, to bring me your honesty, your tears, your laughter, your confusion. You do not need to hide from me. You do not need to pretend. I see you as you are, and I love you completely. So lift your head, beloved. The season of heaviness is lifting. The night that seemed endless is beginning to break into dawn. The prayers that once felt unanswered are rising again as songs of deliverance. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are right on time for the miracle that is approaching. The doors that were once closed will open with ease, not because you forced them, but because I am opening them for you. Trust me in this, my child. Trust that the same hand that carried you through the storm will guide you into peace. Trust that the same voice that called the stars into being now calls your name in love. Trust that I am working in ways beyond what you can see, aligning every piece of your story for good. Breathe deeply now. Let go of the weight that was never yours to carry. Rest in the assurance that you are guided, protected, and deeply loved. The journey ahead may not always be easy, but it will be holy. I am not sending you forward alone. I am walking with you every step of the way. And as you move, remember this truth that will never fade. You are mine, and I am with you, now and always. My beloved child, breathe slowly and listen to the sound within, the soft rhythm of your heart that beats because I have chosen it to continue. You are alive in this moment for a divine purpose, and nothing that has happened was wasted. Every struggle, every disappointment, every tear you have shed has been shaping you into someone far stronger and far gentler than before. You have been walking through a season of refining, a sacred transformation that was never meant to destroy you but to prepare you for what is coming next. You have asked me why the journey has been so heavy, why it seemed that even your prayers fell silent, why you felt alone even in a crowd. My child, I tell you this with tenderness. The silence was not absence, it was the sound of growth. In the quiet, your roots reached deeper. In the waiting, your faith learned to stand tall. You could not see it, but heaven was working in secret, arranging the unseen pieces of your life into a picture of beauty and strength. You see, the world often believes that progress must always be loud and visible, but I do my greatest work in hidden places. The seed does not grow in the sunlight. It takes root in the darkness beneath the soil. And so it has been with you. I planted hope within you, and though it has been buried beneath the weight of sorrow and time, it has never died. It has been waiting for the right season to break through, and that season has now come. Do not look at your past and call it wasted. What you call broken, I call sacred. Every scar on your soul carries the evidence of survival. Every heartbreak has stretched your capacity for compassion. Every closed door has redirected you toward purpose. I have been shaping your spirit, molding your heart, and softening your edges so that when blessings arrive, you will hold them with wisdom and grace. You have been learning the language of endurance, the melody of faith, and the rhythm of surrender. There was a time when you relied on your own strength, when you tried to carry every burden alone. You believed that to be strong was to never bend, to never cry, to never show the cracks in your armor. But I have shown you another kind of strength, the kind that kneels, the kind that weeps, the kind that trusts. True strength is not the absence of weakness. It is the courage to remain gentle in a harsh world. It is the willingness to keep believing when the outcome is uncertain. It is the choice to love again after being broken. The transformation I am bringing to you is not only about changing circumstances, it is about awakening your spirit. I am renewing your mind so that you see through the eyes of peace, not fear. I am teaching your heart to rest in hope even before the answer arrives. I am cleansing your thoughts from comparison and self-doubt, for you were never meant to measure your worth by the progress of others. You are a unique creation, and your timeline is sacred. The path I designed for you was never meant to look like anyone else's. There will be moments ahead when uncertainty will whisper that you are lost. But remember, you cannot be lost when I am your guide. I lead you not by shortcuts, but by purpose. Every detour was intentional. Every delay was protection. Even what seemed like a mistake has been rewritten by my mercy into a lesson of grace. You are walking on holy ground, even when you do not recognize it. My child, do not resist this transformation. The old ways cannot travel with you into what is next. The habits that once kept you safe must now be released. The fears that once guarded your heart must now give way to faith. The walls you built to protect yourself have become prisons, but I am breaking them down so that light can enter. Let the past go, not because it was meaningless, but because it has fulfilled its purpose. The pain that once held you captive has become the key that sets you free. This season may feel unfamiliar, but it is holy. You are standing at the threshold of renewal. The air itself carries promise. The weight that once held you down is lifting, and peace is taking its place. You will begin to notice small signs, moments of ease, unexpected kindness, doors that open without effort. Do not dismiss them as coincidence. They are the gentle confirmations that I am near. When worry tries to return, speak truth over it. Say to your heart, I am guided, I am loved, I am safe. When fear rises, remember that fear cannot dwell where love abides. When doubt whispers, remind yourself that my timing is perfect, that my plans are good, and that my presence is constant. You do not have to figure everything out. You only need to stay close to me. Rest in the knowledge that I am not in a hurry. The world may measure success by speed, but I measure it by surrender. Do not rush what I am unfolding. The beauty of transformation is in its process. The butterfly does not emerge overnight. It spends time within the stillness of the cocoon, trusting that wings are forming even when it cannot see them. So too are your wings forming, my beloved. The waiting is not wasted. It is sacred preparation. Soon, you will look back and see that the hardest chapters were the ones that shaped the deepest strength within you. You will bless the tears that watered your growth. You will thank the nights that taught you to trust the dawn. You will understand that even in pain there was purpose. So now breathe deeply and lift your eyes. The season of transformation is not coming, it is here. The river of my peace is flowing through your life, washing away the residue of fear and failure. The dawn is breaking, and light is rising on every side. Walk forward with confidence, my beloved, not because you know what comes next, but because you know who walks beside you. I am your steady hand when you tremble, your calm when storms rage, your compass when the road ahead twists and turns. You are not walking toward uncertainty, you are walking toward fulfillment. I am leading you to the place where your soul will bloom again, where your laughter will return, and where your heart will remember what joy feels like. Stay close to me, and you will see beauty rise from the ashes. You will see life emerge from what once felt lifeless. You will see that nothing was lost, only transformed. For I make all things new, including you, my precious one. Trust the process, embrace the unfolding, and walk boldly into the season of becoming. My beloved child, the hour of renewal has come. The winds that once carried your pain are now shifting to bring you peace. The same ground that once felt barren beneath your feet will soon bloom with life again. Do not fear this change, for it is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to heal you. Every ending you have endured was a quiet beginning in disguise. Every tear that fell into the soil of your struggle was a seed, and now those seeds are awakening. I have seen your weary heart, heavy from the waiting and worn from the effort of holding on. I have seen you lift your eyes to the heavens and whisper, "When will the promise come? Hear me now, my child. The promise was never gone. It was growing beneath the surface of what you could not yet see. You thought I was silent, but I was working. You thought I had forgotten, but I was preparing. Just as dawn follows the longest night, so too will my light rise upon your life. This renewal is not about replacing what was lost. It is about restoring what was meant to be. I am giving you more than what slipped away. I am giving you understanding, wisdom, and grace that will stay. What you have learned through your pain will now become the foundation for your peace. The experiences that once wounded you will soon serve as a guiding light for others who walk the same difficult road. The very things that once broke you are the tools I will use to build something unshakable within you. You have carried the weight of past disappointments long enough. You have replayed the moments that hurt you, wondering if you could have done something differently. But I tell you, my beloved, release them. They no longer belong to you. What once seemed like failure was protection in disguise. The doors that closed were not rejection, they were redirection. I was guiding you away from what would have harmed your peace and toward what will nurture your soul. You are not defined by what you lost. You are refined by what you learned. Lift your gaze from the ashes of the past. The fire that consumed what you once held dear was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to reveal what cannot burn away: your courage, your faith, your eternal worth. You are stronger than the pain that tried to claim you. You are brighter than the darkness that once surrounded you. My child, you are the living proof that grace can rebuild what grief attempted to ruin. The renewal I am bringing is not just in your circumstances, but in your spirit. I am breathing new life into your hope. I am renewing your ability to trust again. I am healing your heart so that it can love without fear. You will notice this renewal in small ways at first. A peace where anxiety once ruled, a laugh that feels easier than before, a calm that surprises you in moments that used to bring worry. These are signs of my presence. They are reminders that you are not abandoned. I know there were moments when your strength felt like a flickering flame barely clinging to life, but even in those fragile hours I was near, protecting that light from being extinguished. I will never allow the darkness to consume what I have called my own. You are mine, and nothing can separate you from my love. You may bend beneath the weight of the world, but you will not break, for I have placed my strength within you. My beloved, you may not yet see the fullness of what I am doing, but trust that renewal always begins quietly. The seed does not shout as it breaks through the soil. The sunrise does not announce itself with thunder. Transformation is gentle, but it is certain. The old is fading, and the new is rising. The heaviness that once surrounded you is being lifted. The confusion that clouded your thoughts is giving way to clarity. The places that once felt empty are now being filled with peace that surpasses understanding. You will find yourself drawn to stillness more often, for in the quiet I will speak to you. You will begin to notice how certain people, opportunities, and moments align with an ease that feels almost effortless. This is not coincidence, it is divine orchestration. I am guiding you with a hand both steady and kind. Trust this rhythm. Flow with it instead of fighting it. The renewal I bring does not require you to strive. It only requires you to stay open. Forgive those who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Release resentment, for it is too heavy to carry into your new season. Let go of bitterness, for it cannot coexist with joy. Do not look back with regret, for the lessons behind you are stepping stones to the future ahead. Walk forward with a heart unburdened, ready to receive what I have prepared for you. My promise is not distant, it is unfolding right now. You may not see the full picture, but you are standing in the middle of a miracle in motion. Do not let impatience make you believe that nothing is happening. Even when you cannot feel progress, growth continues beneath the surface. Keep walking in faith, keep speaking words of gratitude, and keep trusting that the best is yet to come. I have prepared blessings that align perfectly with who you have become. You will not need to force what is meant for you. The right opportunities will recognize your name. The right people will meet you with peace, not confusion. The right paths will open as naturally as the sunrise. What once felt impossible will begin to unfold before your eyes. Remember, my beloved, renewal is not only about receiving, it is about becoming. I am not merely giving you new things, I am making you new. The storms you endured have softened your heart and deepened your wisdom. The seasons of loss have taught you empathy and resilience. Now, as you step forward, you carry a strength that does not boast and a light that does not fade. Let your soul rest in this truth. You are not who you were before the storm. You are brighter, softer, and infinitely more beautiful. The old you needed to fall away so that the real you could rise. Do not mourn the version of yourself that could not survive the storm. Celebrate the one who did. Now breathe in this moment and know that the air around you carries the promise of new beginnings. Every sunrise from this day forward will be a reminder that renewal is not a dream, it is reality. The dawn is breaking, and it bears your name. Walk in peace, my beloved child. Walk in faith. Walk knowing that the season of renewal is not something you must wait for. It is already here. You are stepping into a new chapter written by my hand, a chapter of healing, hope, and boundless grace. And as you move forward, remember this: I am with you, always. My beloved child, pause for a moment and breathe. Feel the air fill your lungs, the rhythm of life pulsing quietly within you. That rhythm is not random, it is the song I composed for your existence, a melody of purpose and grace. Every breath you take is a reminder that I have chosen you to live, to rise, to shine, and to love. The journey behind you has not been without pain, but even within that pain, I have hidden the promise of renewal. You are still standing because my light has never left you. You may look back and see moments that seemed impossible to endure. Nights when the weight of sorrow felt unbearable. Days when you questioned whether hope was still worth holding on to. But look at you now, you did not fall apart. The storms did not destroy you, they shaped you. The darkness that once surrounded you could not silence the light that I placed within your soul. It flickered at times, but it never went out because it was my flame, not yours. This light, my child, is the mark of my presence. It is the steady glow that keeps burning even when the world grows dim. When you face confusion, let that light guide you. When your heart feels weary, let that light remind you that you are never walking alone. You do not have to chase after peace. Peace lives within you. You do not have to search for meaning. Meaning is written in every chapter of your story. You are not wandering without direction. You are being led by love itself. There is something sacred about the quiet seasons you once resented. You thought they were signs of stagnation, but they were the soil where your roots grew deep. In stillness, I was teaching you endurance. In silence, I was strengthening your discernment. I was showing you that even when nothing seems to move, everything is still held in divine motion. Every unanswered prayer, every moment of uncertainty was preparing you to recognize my light, not as a distant star, but as a presence that lives inside you. You may have believed that faith meant always feeling strong, always understanding, always smiling through pain. But true faith, my beloved, is not the absence of weakness. It is the decision to trust even when you tremble. It is the courage to keep going when you cannot see the way ahead. It is the quiet conviction that even when the night feels endless, the dawn will come. My child, I know the places in your heart that still ache, the memories you try to hide behind your smile. The dreams you buried because disappointment hurt too deeply. I have seen them all. I hold them gently, not as failures, but as the raw materials of transformation. Nothing you have lost is beyond redemption. Nothing you have endured is wasted. The pain that once broke you will soon become the wisdom that builds you. The tears you shed will water the seeds of future joy. There will come a day, and it is drawing near, when you will look back and bless even the wounds that once bled. You will see that they were not punishments, but invitations to grow. You will understand that what seemed like endings were actually sacred beginnings. The paths that frightened you were the very ones that led you home. You will smile, not because life is perfect, but because you finally see that everything, even the hardest parts, work together for good. The world may still whisper fear into your ear, but remember this truth. No shadow can conquer the light that comes from within. Fear thrives in darkness, but the moment light appears, it vanishes. Whenever anxiety creeps near, pause and turn inward. There, in the sanctuary of your spirit, you will find me waiting, steady, calm, unchanging. I am the peace that quiets the storm. I am the hand that steadies your trembling heart. I am the love that will never fade. Do not be afraid of the future. The same presence that carried you through the past will lead you forward. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are walking into divine orchestration. Every step you take is guided by unseen grace. Every door that opens before you has been prepared in advance. You do not need to strive for control. You only need to stay aligned with peace. When you walk in peace, the right opportunities will recognize you. The right people will find you. The right moments will unfold effortlessly. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Each soul has its own rhythm, its own lessons, its own appointed time. Your timeline is not delayed. It is deliberate. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, has been a thread in the divine tapestry I have been weaving for you. The pattern may not make sense when viewed up close, but when you look back, you will see that every thread, every color, every knot served its purpose. You are learning to see through the eyes of faith rather than fear. Fear tells you that you are alone, but faith reminds you that you are surrounded by light. Fear tells you that you are not enough, but faith whispers that you were chosen long before you ever doubted yourself. Fear focuses on what is missing, but faith celebrates what is possible. So when worry rises, choose faith. When uncertainty calls, choose trust. When the world feels dark, choose to shine. I am not asking you to be perfect, my child. I am asking you to be present, to walk in honesty, to breathe deeply, to remember that you are safe in my care. You do not have to fix everything. You only have to stay open to what I am doing. Some blessings will arrive quietly, without fanfare or announcement. They will feel like peace returning after chaos, like laughter rising after tears, like stillness after a long storm. These are the gentle signs that my promise is unfolding. Lift your eyes, beloved. The horizon before you glows with hope. The path that once felt uncertain is becoming clear. I have not brought you this far to leave you now. Every obstacle you faced was a stepping stone, every detour a lesson, every delay a blessing disguised as waiting. You are being positioned for something beautiful. Walk forward without fear. Speak words that build rather than wound. Think thoughts that uplift rather than discourage. Let kindness become your language and gratitude your breath. The more you live from love, the brighter your light will shine. And when your light shines, others will find their way too. You were not chosen merely to survive. You were chosen to illuminate. Remember this truth. My light in you will never fade. It will outlast the storms, outshine the doubt, and outlive every shadow that dares to linger. You carry within you a spark of the divine, and no force on earth can extinguish it. You are my beloved child, radiant with purpose, surrounded by grace, and held in eternal love. So breathe again, walk in confidence. Trust that every step, every sunrise, and every breath is guided by my hand. The story I am writing for you is not finished. The most beautiful chapters are still ahead, and they will shine with the light that never fades. My beloved child, as you journey forward, you may find yourself walking through valleys where the light seems dim and the air feels heavy. Do not be afraid of these valleys. They are not punishments, they are passages. Every soul that walks in truth must cross them, for faith is not proven on the mountaintop but in the quiet shadows where you learn to trust what you cannot see. You may look around and think that all is still, that nothing is moving, but I tell you, even in the silence, I am at work. Faith does not always roar. Sometimes it whispers. It whispers when you lift your eyes through tears and say, I still believe. It whispers when you choose hope over despair, when you choose kindness over resentment, when you rise from the ground one more time after the world has tried to break you. My beloved, faith is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to keep walking even when fear stands in your way. The valley is a teacher, and though it feels lonely, you are never alone. I walk beside you with every step. I hear the quiet questions that form in your heart, the ones you dare not speak aloud. You ask, will this season ever end? Will joy ever return? And I answer softly, yes, my child, it will. But do not rush through the lesson. The valley is not meant to bury you, it is meant to build you. It is in this low and sacred place that roots grow deep and souls grow strong. Look closely, and you will see that even in the valley there is beauty. The soil that seems dry is where new seeds are planted. The silence that feels endless is where your spirit begins to listen differently. When you can no longer hear the noise of the world, you begin to hear the melody of my voice. It is gentle but sure, guiding you, comforting you, reminding you that nothing is wasted. Every prayer you have whispered is like water to the roots of your faith. Though you cannot see it now, those roots are spreading, anchoring you, preparing you for the abundance that is coming. The path may twist and turn, and there will be moments when you cannot see what lies ahead. But you do not need to see the full map, for I am your guide. I will lead you step by step, moment by moment, through every uncertainty. Trust the process, even when it feels unclear. Trust that every detour carries divine direction. I will never lead you into places where my grace cannot sustain you. My child, do not despise the slow seasons. Growth takes time. You are not being delayed, you are being refined. Every trial, every challenge, every unanswered question is preparing your spirit to carry greater peace. You may not understand it now, but there is purpose in every pause. There is wisdom being born in the waiting. The valley is not a punishment. It is a proving ground for the faith that will carry you into the next season. When your heart feels heavy, bring your burdens to me. Lay them down at my feet. You do not need to carry them alone. The weight you feel was never meant for your shoulders. You are not weak for needing rest. You are wise for seeking it. Rest is not surrender, it is trust. When you rest, you declare that you believe I am working, even when you cannot see the result. And I am, my beloved. I am moving quietly, arranging every detail of your life in perfect harmony. I know there are moments when you look at others and wonder why their paths seem smoother, their skies brighter. But remember, comparison is a thief of peace. Your journey is your own, handcrafted for your soul's growth. Every challenge you face is tailored to strengthen what is divine within you. Do not measure your progress by the pace of another. The flower that blooms in spring is no more beautiful than the one that blossoms in autumn. Both are perfectly timed. So too are you. You have come far, further than you realize. There were times you thought you would break, but you did not. There were nights when you thought you would never smile again, and yet here you are, still breathing, still hoping, still standing. That is the power of faith working within you. It is not loud, but it is unbreakable. It is not always seen, but it is always strong. Listen, my child, the valley is not forever. A time will come when you will stand again on higher ground. The view will take your breath away, not because it is new, but because you will finally see how every twist and turn had meaning. The places where you stumbled will become altars of remembrance. You will look back and realize that the valley did not take your faith, it deepened it. You will understand that what you thought was loss was actually preparation for greater things. When that day comes, do not forget to give thanks for the journey. Gratitude is the bridge between struggle and peace. Speak words of gratitude even now. Thank me not only for the blessings that are visible, but also for those that are still hidden. Thank me for the strength you are gaining, for the lessons you are learning, for the heart that is expanding with compassion and understanding. Gratitude will turn your valley into a garden. The light you carry has not dimmed, even in the shadows. It glows quietly within you, guiding your steps. Each time you choose hope, it grows brighter. Each time you forgive, it shines stronger. Each time you love, it spreads further. My beloved, that light is eternal. It is my presence within you, and it will never fade. So walk on, child of light. Walk through the valley with steady faith. You do not need to run. Even a slow step forward is victory. The road may feel uncertain, but my promise remains the same. I will never leave you nor forsake you. When you cannot see me, trust that I am near. When you cannot hear me, know that I am still speaking. When you cannot feel me, understand that my love is holding you all the same. Lift your head, beloved. The valley will not last forever. The dawn is already forming behind the hills. You may not see it yet, but it is there. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing. The journey through the valley is not the end of your story. It is the chapter that will make the light ahead shine even brighter. And when you reach that place of peace, you will not say, I made it alone. You will whisper with gratitude, I was carried. Because through every shadow and every step, my love has been your companion. You have never walked alone, and you never will. My beloved child, open your heart and listen to the quiet stirring within. A gentle wind is moving through your soul, sweeping away the dust of yesterday's pain. You have walked through long nights of uncertainty, through storms that tested every corner of your faith, yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still reaching toward the light. That resilience, that flicker of hope that refused to die, is the proof that my spirit has never left you. The time of deep silence is ending, the dawn is breaking, and hope is awakening once more. Do you remember the moments when you thought you could not go on? When the weight of the world pressed against your chest, making it hard to breathe? I was there. I was the quiet strength that rose in you when you thought you had none. I was the still voice that whispered, keep going. Every step you took through despair was a step closer to redemption. Every tear you cried was not wasted. It watered the seeds of transformation that now begin to bloom. Hope is not born in comfort, it is born in struggle. It rises in the heart that has been broken, in the soul that has been stretched to its limit. You may have thought the light within you was extinguished, but it was only hidden beneath the ashes of fear and exhaustion. Now, as I breathe new life into you, that light begins to glow again. It starts as a whisper, a warmth, a soft knowing that something beautiful is near. Trust that feeling, for it is my promise stirring within you. You have been patient in the waiting. You have endured when others would have given up. I have seen the countless times you chose faith, even when doubt surrounded you. I have watched you love despite rejection, forgive despite betrayal, and rise despite weariness. My child, every act of quiet courage has been seen. Every small gesture of kindness has echoed through eternity. You may have thought no one noticed, but heaven has taken record of it all. The awakening of hope is not a single moment. It is a gradual unfolding, like the first rays of sunlight breaking through the horizon. You may not feel it all at once, but it is happening even now. You will begin to notice peace where anxiety once lived. You will find joy in small moments again, a familiar song, a kind word, a gentle breeze. Each of these is a reminder that hope has not died. It has only been waiting for your heart to make room for it again. Do not fear the changes that are coming. Transformation often feels like chaos before it reveals its order. When old things begin to fall away, do not cling to them. They are making space for something greater. The people, places, and habits that no longer align with your peace will quietly drift from your path. Do not mourn them. Bless them, release them, and walk forward with an open heart. The new season I have prepared for you cannot coexist with the weight of what was. My beloved, I know you have asked, why did I have to go through so much? And I answer you with truth, because through the breaking, your heart became a vessel of light. The cracks you tried to hide are the very places where my love shines through the brightest. You are not damaged. You are refined. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. I have been molding you into a masterpiece of grace. Every challenge was a brushstroke, every trial a detail, every moment of surrender a mark of divine beauty. Hope is returning not as a fleeting feeling, but as a deep understanding. It is not fragile, it is fierce. It is not dependent on what you see, but rooted in what you know. You know that love never fails. You know that peace is stronger than pain. You know that your story, no matter how heavy its chapters, will end in light. That knowing, that faith, is hope reborn. When you look back on your life, you will see that every valley led to higher ground. You will see that even when I seemed silent, I was guiding you. I never abandoned you in the darkness. I was preparing your eyes to see the stars. Without the night, you would not have learned how bright the light can be. Without the struggle, you would not have learned how deep your strength truly runs. There is a purpose for your pain, a meaning for your waiting, and a reason for your endurance. You are being prepared to carry peace into a world that desperately needs it. You are being refined so that others may find hope through your story. You are being awakened, not just for yourself, but for those whose faith has dimmed. When they see your courage, your calm, your compassion, they will be reminded that miracles still exist. And you, my beloved, will be living proof. Do not rush this awakening. Let it unfold with grace. The sun does not rise in an instant. It paints the sky slowly, gently, beautifully. So too will your life be filled with color again. The cold shadows are fading, and warmth is returning. What was once empty will overflow. What was once broken will be made whole. You do not need to chase joy. It is finding you. My child, take heart. The waiting was not wasted. The sorrow was not meaningless. The tears that once blurred your vision have washed your eyes clean, and now you will see more clearly than ever before. You will see goodness where you once saw despair, opportunity where you once saw obstacles, and blessings where you once saw loss. This is the gift of a renewed spirit. Hope, my beloved, is the flame that never truly dies. It flickers, it hides, but it never disappears. I am that flame within you. I am the light that remains when all else fades. I am the quiet strength that steadies your trembling hands. I am the love that rebuilds what life has broken. You do not need to find me. I am already here. So lift your head, let the light touch your face, let joy rise softly in your chest. Let faith lead your steps, even if you take them trembling. You have walked through the storm, but the sky is clearing. You have endured the night, but the morning has come. The awakening of hope has begun, and it will not fade. Walk forward, my beloved child, with eyes open to beauty and a heart open to grace. You are entering a season of peace, not because the world has changed, but because you have. You carry within you a light that no darkness can overcome. That light is my promise, my presence, and my love, and it will guide you forever. My beloved child, step softly into this moment, for it is holy ground. You are standing at the edge of renewal, where the remnants of sorrow meet the birth of peace. The long nights you once feared are fading, and a tender light now breaks through the horizon of your heart. This is the season I promised you, the season of restoration. What was lost will not simply return. It will return transformed, refined, and radiant with purpose. Do not let the memory of pain convince you that joy cannot bloom again. Look around you, my child. Even the earth knows how to begin anew. The trees shed their leaves only to return greener and stronger. The river carves its path through stone, not through force, but through persistence. So too is your soul finding its flow again, cutting through what once confined it. The stillness that once frightened you is now fertile soil, ready for new growth. The garden of your spirit is awakening. I am planting seeds of peace where anxiety once took root. I am growing patience where frustration once lived. I am cultivating strength where weakness once lingered. Each prayer you whispered in weariness was a seed in this soil, and though you did not see it sprouting, it has never stopped growing. Your faith has watered the ground, and now life begins to emerge from what once seemed barren. You may look at your heart and see only scars, but I see those scars as the places where sunlight enters. They are not marks of failure, they are the signatures of survival. Every wound has healed with wisdom, every tear has watered resilience, and every moment of surrender has birthed understanding. You are not who you once were, and that is the beauty of grace. I have been transforming you quietly, turning your pain into purpose and your grief into gentleness. Restoration, my beloved, is not about returning to what was. It is about becoming who you were meant to be. I am not rebuilding the old walls that confined you. I am constructing open spaces where peace and freedom dwell. What you thought was the end was only preparation for this beginning. You have shed old fears, released old habits, and now you stand lighter, freer, ready to receive what I have long prepared for you. You once asked me why certain things had to fall apart, and now I answer you with truth, because not everything that grows is meant to remain. Some things flourish only for a season. Some people enter your life to teach you lessons of compassion and release. And though their absence once ached like an open wound, that space is now sacred. It is where new blessings will take root. Do not cling to what has already served its purpose. When you let go, you make room for miracles. Look closely, my child, and you will begin to notice signs of restoration all around you. A calm will settle where there was once unrest. A soft joy will rise where despair used to linger. You will laugh without fear that it will be taken from you. You will love without holding back. You will breathe freely, knowing that every inhale is a gift and every exhale a release. This is how restoration begins, not with grand gestures, but with the quiet return of peace. I know that trust does not come easily after pain. You may wonder if this light will last, if this peace will stay. But I tell you now, my love for you does not fade with the changing days. It does not waver when storms return. My presence is constant like the roots beneath the ground, unseen but holding everything together. Even when winds bend you, they cannot uproot you, for you are anchored in divine strength. Take comfort in knowing that you are safe to begin again. You are safe to hope, to dream, to believe. You are safe to forgive those who hurt you and to release yourself from the weight of guilt you have carried. I am not asking you to forget the past. I am asking you to bless it for the lessons it gave you. The garden of your life will thrive when gratitude becomes its rain. When you bless what once broke you, the soil becomes rich with compassion and love grows freely once more. My beloved, restoration is not just healing, it is awakening. It is the moment you realize that even the shattered pieces of your story fit perfectly into a greater design. It is understanding that what was meant to harm you became the very thing that strengthened your faith. You are rising from the ashes not as who you were, but as who you were always meant to be, whole, radiant, alive with purpose. Do not rush this process. Gardens do not grow overnight. Trust the timing of your transformation. There will be days when progress feels invisible, when the soil seems still, but even then, life is moving beneath the surface. I am working in ways you cannot yet see. Every day, new roots are forming, new branches reaching toward the light, new blossoms waiting to open. Stay patient, stay faithful, and let your heart remain open. When doubt tries to whisper that restoration is impossible, silence it with gratitude. Speak words of life over yourself. Say, I am growing, I am healing, I am becoming. Let these truths take root in your soul. The words you speak shape the world around you. Choose words that nourish hope and repel fear. Choose thoughts that align with peace and dismiss despair. As you speak life, you will see life bloom before your eyes. You are not starting over empty-handed. You carry wisdom now. You carry grace, patience, and empathy. The trials that once threatened to destroy you have equipped you for greater things. You know now how to love deeply, how to forgive freely, how to trust without fear. These are treasures no storm can take from you. This is the wealth of the Spirit that will sustain you in every season to come. Walk through your garden with joy, my beloved. Feel the ground beneath your feet and know that every step forward is sacred. Breathe deeply of the peace that surrounds you. Notice the colors returning to your world, the green of new beginnings, the gold of wisdom, the soft pink of compassion. These are the hues of restoration, painted by my hand upon the canvas of your soul. You are entering a time of abundance, not just in what you have, but in who you are. The world will see the calm in your eyes and the strength in your spirit, and they will know that something divine dwells within you. That is how I will be revealed, through the peace that radiates from you, through the love that flows from your heart, through the quiet confidence of a soul that knows it has been restored. So rest now, my child. You have fought long enough. Let peace find you. Let joy embrace you. Let love bloom again in every corner of your being. You are the garden I have tended with care, the masterpiece I have shaped with patience, the living proof that nothing is ever truly lost when it is placed in my hands. Walk forward, beloved one, and let the fragrance of your restored spirit fill the world. You have entered the garden of restoration, and this time, the beauty will not fade. It will only grow deeper, richer, and more radiant with each passing day. My beloved child, come close and listen with your heart, for these are not ordinary words. They are a farewell whispered in love and filled with promise. You have walked through the shadows and found the light. You have faced storms and discovered strength. You have learned to wait with patience, to trust without proof, to believe without seeing. Every chapter that has led you here has been preparing you for what is next. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new dawn. You have come to understand that the path of life is not meant to be without challenge. The valleys have shaped your compassion, the mountains have deepened your endurance, and the still waters have restored your peace. Every season has carried meaning, even when it was wrapped in mystery. What once felt like loss has revealed itself as transformation. You are no longer the same soul who first set out upon this journey. You have grown, and your spirit now carries the fragrance of wisdom. I have watched you rise from the ground of brokenness and turn your pain into prayer. I have seen you forgive those who did not ask, love those who could not return your kindness, and hope again when everything told you to give up. That, my child, is the beauty of faith. It is not found in grand gestures, but in small acts of quiet courage. It is the steady heartbeat of a soul that refuses to surrender to despair. As you walk forward from here, know that my promise remains unbroken. I will go before you to prepare the way. I will walk beside you through the uncertainty of each new day. I will dwell within you as peace, as patience, as a whisper of reassurance when the world grows loud. You will never be alone, for I am your constant companion, your silent strength, your eternal home. Do not be afraid of the future. The unknown is not your enemy. It is the canvas upon which I will paint the next masterpiece of your life. Trust the process even when it seems unclear. The same hands that shape the stars also hold your heart. You are not at the mercy of chance. You are guided by purpose. Even in the smallest moments, even in the quiet pauses, my light will shine through to show you the way. You will face new seasons, and with them will come both joy and challenge. But this time, you will walk differently. You will move with the quiet confidence of one who knows that nothing can separate them from divine love. When you encounter storms, you will remember that the winds cannot break what is rooted in grace. When you feel weary, you will recall that rest is not weakness, it is a return to my embrace. The world around you may still tremble with uncertainty, but your heart will not. You will stand like a tree by the rivers of faith, unshaken and nourished by unseen streams. You will give shade to the weary, kindness to the forgotten, and hope to the hopeless. That is your calling, not merely to be blessed, but to become a blessing. You are the vessel through which my light will reach others. Your words, your actions, your presence will carry healing into places that have long been starved of compassion. My child, do not underestimate the quiet power within you. Every act of love ripples through eternity. Every word of encouragement plants a seed that will one day bloom in another heart. The love you give is never lost. It circles back to you in ways you do not expect, carried on the wings of grace. Continue to give freely, without fear of being depleted, for your source is infinite. You draw from a well that will never run dry. Remember always that joy is not the absence of sorrow, it is the presence of trust. It is the calm assurance that even when the path is unclear, you are being led by something greater than yourself. So when the road ahead bends and you cannot see beyond the next turn, do not panic. Walk forward with faith. My promise to you is not that there will never be darkness, but that you will never face it alone. Lift your eyes, beloved one, for a new horizon awaits you. There are dreams waiting to be born, prayers ready to be answered, and blessings already making their way toward you. The years ahead will bring both challenge and wonder, but through it all, I will be the same, unchanging, steadfast, faithful. My love for you will not fade with time or circumstance. It is eternal, like the stars that never cease to shine, even when clouds hide them from sight. When doubt whispers that you are small, remember that you are the reflection of something vast. When fear tells you that you are weak, recall that the very breath within you is divine. You are not a mistake. You are a miracle, living proof that grace can turn ashes into beauty, pain into purpose, and endings into beginnings. The story of your life is sacred, and it is far from finished. So now, my child, step forward into the world with peace in your heart and light in your soul. Carry hope wherever you go, speak gently, love deeply, and forgive quickly. Let your presence be a reminder that kindness still exists, that faith still matters, and that love never fails. The light that shines from within you will guide others who have forgotten their way, just as my light has guided you. You are ready now. The past has served its purpose. The lessons have taken root. The time for new beginnings has come. Go with courage, and let your life be a living testimony of faith and grace. Wherever you walk, walk in love. Wherever you rest, rest in peace. Wherever you speak, speak truth. And whenever you fall, rise again, for I will always lift you. This is not goodbye, my beloved. It is only a gentle pause, a moment of stillness before the next divine chapter unfolds. I am not leaving you. I am moving with you, in you, and through you. My presence will echo in your laughter. My comfort will dwell in your silence, and my peace will surround you like the air you breathe. And so, until we speak again, walk with confidence in the light I have placed within you. Keep your faith alive. Keep your hope unshaken. Keep your heart open to the beauty that life still holds. You are deeply loved, eternally protected, and endlessly guided. May this truth be the melody of your days. You are never alone, you are never forgotten, and you are forever mine. Thank you, my beloved, for walking this journey of light and faith. Until we meet again, may peace be your companion, may hope be your song, and may love lead you home. Dear listener, if these words have touched your heart, take them with you and share them with those who need light today. Remember that divine love still speaks, still heals, and still calls each of us to rise above fear. Stay blessed, stay faithful, and keep walking in grace. I will see you again soon. Until then, may peace be upon your heart and light upon your path.